creative perspective, right? How free is the design process? Like, I mean, we're in advertising, right? And we have artists and we have writers, and once in a while we have to remind that, guys, this is commercial art, and we're not creating for our own joy or to please ourselves or indulge into our creativity, but there's business to be done and so on and so forth. How free or how bounded is the process? Are you like free to imagine a shape or get inspired by something, say, how about I build a car like this? Or is it all now data, process, this model works well, give me variations of this? Where is the process?
So Dheeraj, there's two aspects to this. One is, what does the car brand stand for?
Yeah.
So many car, I've worked in a company, for example, which invented the car, right?
Yeah.
And, there you get handed a rule book, of what not to do on day one.
Yeah.
Sort of 100 pages of what makes that brand what it is. There are other brands which are much more free. So if you see what's coming from China, there's no rule books at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we designed the B at Mahindra, the B6, there was no rule book because nothing came before that.
There was no precedence.
There was no precedence.
Yeah.
So, it therefore depends on what brand you're designing for, what the product is. Now, if you tell me a Thar, which is so iconic, which everyone, including your grandmother, will have an image of.
Yeah.
That's where you got to be a little more careful where the boundaries are.
Yeah.
But if something like I said, like a B6,
yeah,
you can stretch it to what you want it to be, literally. Yeah. I think it's very important to design on brand.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But having said that, most people in a company or in any business are very comfortable with what they already know.
Yes.
To push that envelope, to make them a little uncomfortable is actually what I try and do.
Yeah.
Regardless of which brand.
Nice.
So we just did a Thar recently, which we showed on 15th August, a sort of concept.
Yeah.
That pushed that boundary. Yeah. And you as a designer have a unique capability or ability to visualize things that other parts of the company cannot.
Yes. You are the only creative function in a very business
data-driven,
setup,
right? So, and data in most cases, Dheeraj, happens to retrospective.
Yeah.
The last 10 years have been, or the last 6 months have been. Very few people can tell you what the next 10 years are going to be.
Yeah.
We are designing cars for people who don't have a license even today.